What's up, everybody? Alright, so there's Russia and there's the Turkish Empire. I was like, wow, Russia is pretty big, and the Turkish Empire is pretty big, so I want to see them fighting each other, but I forgot I allied the Turkish Empire. I allied the Turkish Empire in order to boost my relations with them, in order to trade with them, since they're a pretty big country, and I assume they have a lot of people, so they would be a good market to sell products in. And they span, well, mostly two nodes. So the Anatolian node and the Aegean Sea node. And yeah, they called me into their war, so that's going on, but the only thing that really affects me is my little tiny province of Chirkio got occupadio. So, I'm gonna let them fight that, but I do have troops in Europe, so maybe I'll bring them over, but for now, I'm gonna attack the Pope. Because we've been patient with them, and I've lost a lot of prestige, like 75 prestige, requesting empire status, and they've refused every single one of them, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take it myself. So they're allied with Tuscany, which is here. So, yeah, I might get excommunicated. That's fine. That affects stability, so I would lose, I think, 3 stability, which... For 3.0 versus 2.5, stability is a lot easier to come back from in 3.0. Low stability, it's a lot more fluid. It's a lot less harsh than 2.5. All I need to do is occupy the Papal States. In order to do that, I need to get to Umbria, take that, and then I can move over here. It's a fort level 1, so once I get Umbria, that should fall pretty quickly. I'll probably just avoid Tuscany. They don't really have many troops. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this province and then come back over here to protect area, because I just got that and I want to build that up, so I don't want to lose it. And this should fall a lot faster than that. I don't have a port to take troops off and on. Exploring the last bits of the country, of the world that are unknown. Let's go and grab that guy. The bureaucrats have taken over the country. I have 3 level 3 bureaucrat advisors, so the bureaucrats should really stay in power. 41% state reach, so that's ticking up a little bit. I went ahead and I did this tax officials reform, so didn't really do all that much. Let's see, where's that? This is what it was before I went to this one. So it gave a little bit of base welfare and enabled subsidences, excise taxes, reduced the mana cost of all state and direct taxes by 5%, and then it switched from 10% plus 10% times state reach based indirect tax efficiency to 40% times state reach based indirect tax efficiency. Which sounds like a lot, but it's actually really only like 0.01% better base indirect tax efficiency. I did the math, because it gets rid of that base 10%, so... The next level is actually pretty good. It doubles the mana cost reduction by another 10%, from 10 to 20, and then an additional 20% times state reach base indirect tax efficiency. Also unlocks alcohol excise. That is... Actually, I could do that. Yeah, it only requires bureaucratic hierarchy, organized bureaucracy, which I have. So to go from level 1 to level 2 in this other direct tax efficiency reform requires formal structure, provincial administration formal structure 2, which is the autonomy reform. which requires 50 average autonomy, which I cannot do. I can't even do the 65 average autonomy one. Grant special commissions to loyalists. In terms of autonomy, there's one thing that I can do with the nobility, this one, to reduce autonomy, because this gives plus 10% autonomy from aristocrat power. But I think that would reduce autonomy a little bit. I'm not going to do it now, but that costs 40 aristocrat loyalty, so I'll get that up. They're at 70% now, probably 80%, 85%, and I'll do that. It will increase. It actually disappears from this list once you hit it, so I'm pretty sure that increases bureaucratic costs. It requires more bureaucratic people per 1,000 rurals, which, since we have a lot of rural population, that should increase costs by a good clip. I think this one also, aristocrat gravity, property share, 33% autonomy from aristocrats. Yeah, so this one adds autonomy as well, but it requires career soldiery 4 and aristocrat administration 3, or career soldiery 2. And I'm not sure I want to increase that. It's a kind of a catch-22. If I commit to doing the reforms that require reduced autonomy, I have to reduce the nobility's armies, and I've committed to increasing their contribution in manpower and investment, so kind of a gamble, because I might do all this stuff and then still not be able to do those reforms. But I'm gonna build a capital here to help out this stuff. This is actually pretty decently low. 68% and dropping, I believe. Dropping a little bit per month. And this is getting decently low as well. It also includes these 4 islands, which aren't actually that bad, 56%. Over here it's green-ish. I'll probably build a level 3 capital here and then upgrade my Fez capital level 3 as well. I'm building roads here, so those will get built. And then with the bureaucrats taking over the country, that'll help out as well. It's still dropping a little bit with the bureaucrats taking over. Autonomy, that is. The reform that requires 65 average autonomy reduces global autonomy by 0.05, so if I can get that, that'll help get to the 50% reform. And then the autonomy actually over here isn't that bad. I'll probably build a capital in Liguria. Get this down even more. It's actually increasing in Liguria. I believe 2 of those, the green ones, provincial administration, sovereign courts, bureaucratic hierarchy. So 2 of those are the ones that are locked. But there should be one of those that I could do without having my autonomy lower. Gotta figure out which one of those is not one of the autonomy locked ones. Alright, rebels rose in Mexico, but the natives are fighting them. Alright. Oh yeah, I'm going to California, so I'm gonna get a colonial nation in California. I figure there's all this territory over here, so I'll grab some stuff over here, build up colonial California, and there might be gold in the hills. Looks like I'm getting the Bay Area. I'll work on that over there. Alright, so I stopped the recording to go past January 1st, and I found out that sovereign courts and sovereign courts and provincial administration are the two reforms that are locked behind autonomy requirements. Bureaucratic hierarchy is not. Unfortunately for me, that is locked behind 80 state reach, so that is not going to happen anytime soon. I'll probably be able to get my autonomy down to 50% a lot faster than getting my state reach up to 40. Because that progresses at 0.34% per year. So that's 40-ish state reach. That would be like 120 years. That's probably actually never gonna happen. Which makes me think that... Where is it? This bureaucracy ideas. Or is actually really important for this yearly state reach plus 0.2. To get that at the start of the campaign is huge for getting your state reach up. This also gives yearly clan power yearly clan power negative 0.2, and then some bureaucratic influence, so that helps the bureaucracy take over, and then it gives admin efficiency plus 5%, some stability increase interval, a little bit of yearly corruption reduction. Yeah, I think that's definitely good. We started with admin, which I kept, which gives fort maintenance negative 10%, some yearly inflation reduction, which is actually not bad because my inflation is 0, so that's actually helped out in terms of inflation. Harsh treatment cost, which I never use, some advisor stuff, stability, the same stability increase interval. It gives 0.15 more yearly corruption than some... It also gives negative 10% provincial corruption from autonomy, envoy travel time reduction, monthly autonomy change, and negative 0.05. So actually both of those seem good, because the monthly autonomy change, negative 0.05, is huge, and yearly corruption reduction, negative 0.25, is good. Provincial corruption from autonomy reduction is also nice. The inflation has helped out, so... maybe doing both of those. I suppose I could have dumped naval ideas, but naval ideas is not bad actually. Naval force limit, naval leader maneuver, some increased naval production, and ships repairing in coastal sea zones is nice, so it is what it is. I think with capitals over here, capital in Liguria, that should help out. I actually could do one of these reforms, so I think I'm going to do guarantee livable salaries. In order to depoliticize hire of officials, which gives increased bureaucratic influence, a little bit of state corruption reduction, and stability increase interval reduction. In order to do that, you have to guarantee livable salaries. The requirement is official wages, living wage 2, which is this next one. This one also increases elite loyalty plus 5, so that'll help out with increasing elite loyalty a little bit. And then gives 20 bureaucracy corruption, 20 state corruption. My state corruption is actually pretty low, and it's decreasing by 0.86 per year. And my provincial corruption is 45%, so that'll jump up, but I'm fine with money. You make 166 ducats, and that's with 34 ducats going to increased fleet maintenance because we're over. So I'd be making 200 ducats if I didn't have that fleet maintenance problems. Which, yeah, my fleet maintenance is still... my naval force limit is 79. It does not want to go up. If I can actually get Mexico up... I can get Portuguese Mexico to 400 population, 400 development. They will give an additional 5 naval force limit, so that'll help out a little bit. And then an additional 2.5 land force limit, and an extra merchant. The merchant's kind of worthless because I have 72 merchants. I don't really need another one, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. increases wages paid to officials, and apparently low wages increase corruption across the provinces and reduce the efficiency of the administration, so this should counteract that. I don't know how much it will do, because it doesn't really quantify it, but we'll see. My money paid to wages is 11.5 ducats right now, so 30% added onto that is like 3 ducats per year. So that's practically nothing. You don't pay a whole lot of money for that stuff. Alright, I was ready for you guys. France fighting? France is fighting nobody. Okay, they're just getting attritioned right there. Apparently... Oh, it is a show superiority. The 8th Turkish Jihad. They are losing by negative 24% war score. Trebizond just took back all of their territories. Okay, what am I building here? Probably amenities. Yeah, I'm building amenities. I want to build a capital there next. Build a capital there, capital in Fez, capital in Lisbon. Level 3 capital would reduce global CE reduction by an additional 5%. And level 3 capital in Fez would reduce travel time by an additional 9% to 25%. Alright, I'm going to... I can't improve relations with the Pope. Alright. Yeah, I'm at war with them, so that makes sense. I want to make sure they don't excommunicate me after I take their capital. Should be able to demand the promotion after I take their capital. Shouldn't have to own it. Just occupy it. I believe. Yep, there we go. You know what, I'll spare them. Alright, let's go ahead and demand promotion to Empire. We also get 10 legitimacy. And that should give us an additional diplomat, some really prestige. We got that legitimacy. I think I want to take their province. Though I could give this to Urbino. I could take that province too, actually. I think the Pope would hate me, though. Alright, I'm not going to take either Umbria or that province. Because if I take provinces, those don't really have anything. And I don't really want to make the Pope mad, but I will take Rimini, because that's right in the middle of, you know, his provinces, so... I'm going to take that, have them give me trade power, 4-ups, a little bit of ducats. Yeah, and I might as well just core that myself, because there's no reason to give it to Urbino just to annex them. Alright, Colonial California is ours. Interestingly, Song is colonizing. Song has exploration ideas, 4, so... suppose that means expansionist song is in the game. Alright. So 3,200 ducats in my treasury. Is amenities built in Liguria? Yes, okay. Or I was building amenities, but it's still rank 1. Maybe it just hasn't updated actually. Let's go ahead and see how much a rank 1 capital would cost in Liguria. $1,400. I suppose if I own these provinces over here, I should probably build a capital over there as well. That'll be some more money. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get that going. Should be actually pretty quick. 16. I think a capital rank 3 here. I'm still building amenities. So not going to do it now, but just looking, I think it's about 2,400 ducats. It actually seems pretty cheap for a level 3 capital. Yeah, 2,200 ducats. I mean, that's only 800 ducats more than the capital in Liguria, and it's a rank 3 capital. I think I'll save up to build that. That'll help out with CE reduction as well. And then, yeah, I'll probably move my troops into position once this war over here ends. Then I'll start annexing Urbino. I don't think Turkish Empire is going to win. And then I also own this province, but I'm not going to do a lot of investing over here, so I'm not going to really much invest in this province or invest in getting other provinces, especially since the Turkish Empire owns like these provinces, so I probably won't have to do anything over there in terms of autonomy. It'll be pretty low development, so hopefully it doesn't affect my country's autonomy modifier all that much. Still above 60 average autonomy. It's also entirely possible that the calculation is just wrong and it's including everything in the world, in which case I'll never get to 65. But it's only supposed to include non-overseas provinces, which are all of the provinces, so everything in Africa and Asia and the Middle East shouldn't count. At least that's the idea. So I'm gonna end this part here and pick up the next part. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.